Our next psychological tool or trap is framing. Framing relates to the way that options are framed. The way they are framed causes us to be either risk-averse, if there's a positive frame, or risk-seeking, if a negative frame. So let's try this experiment. And here's the deal. If you are sitting in a country outside the United States, I've got a special bonus for you, a special gift in appreciation for your participation in the course. Let me make it clear, this is a hypothetical. So, in accepting this gift, you have to make a choice. Your gift will be either $250, which I'll send you in an envelope, or I'll send you another envelope, if you pick the other option, where 3 out of 4 of the envelopes will be empty, and 1 out of 4 will contain a $1,000 gift. So I want you to think about which of those options you'll select. If you select the option on the right, you definitely will receive in the mail an envelope containing $250. If you select the option on the left, 3/4 of you will receive an empty envelope. The other 1/4 will receive an envelope containing $1,000. So do you have your decision in mind? When I ask my class this question, probably 80 to 90% of the class select the $250 gift. Okay? Now, I've got another choice, and this choice is going to be for the people from the United States. Let's assume that I had to think of a way to pay for this gift. And so I've decided to charge you for taking this course. And you've got 2 choices in paying for the course. If you pick the option on the right, you are going to receive a bill for $250, which you have to pay for the course. And it's already too late to drop out. If you select the option on the left, you'll receive an envelope, and 3/4 of you will have the bill paid. You'll owe nothing. 1/4 of you will pay $1,000. So you have to pick one of these 2 options. Which option will it be? Will you pick the option where you're going to get the $250 bill, which you must pay, or the option where 3 out of 4 of you will receive the course for free, and 1 out of 4 will receive a bill for $1,000? Select either the right option or the left option. When I do this one in class, the overwhelming majority pick the left side and decide to take a chance. Okay? So when you look at the 2 options side by side, what's the basic difference? Well, the option on the top is a positive choice, and the option on the bottom is a negative choice. And what the researchers have discovered is that when you and I are faced with a positive choice, we tend to be risk-averse, in this case, going for the sure thing. When we're faced with a negative choice, we tend to be risk-seeking, in this case, opting for the choice on the left. This relates to work done by a famous psychologist named Danny Kahneman, who was the only psychologist to ever win the Nobel Prize in economics. It's based on a theory called prospect theory. So let's try to apply this to a more realistic scenario. And here is the scenario. You're the director of a clinic. You're preparing for the outbreak of a disease, and this disease you think is going to kill 600 people in your area. You have 2 key staff members who are negotiating and arguing, disagreeing over which of the following 2 options you should choose. Which one would you choose? With Program A, you know that you will save 200 of the 600 people. There's no question you're going to save 200 of the 600. With Program B, there's a 1/3 chance you'll save all 600, but a 2/3 chance that you'll save nobody. So please make your selection, program A or program B. Okay, now let me give you two other options and see what you would decide. Instead of program A and program B, let's assume that these are your choices. You have to choose between program C, where 400 people are going to die, and program D, where there's a 1/3 chance nobody will die, and a 2/3 chance 600 will die. So now make your decision as the director of the clinic, program C or program D. This is based on a study by Kahneman and Tversky, and the results were that when people are faced with a choice between program A and program B, 3/4 of them pick program A. And when people are faced with a choice between program C and program D, almost 90% pick program D. But what's the difference between program A and program C? They're identical. It's just the way that the choice is framed. What's the difference between B and D? They're identical. The only difference is the way that the choice is framed. So this is a powerful illustration that the way you frame a choice is a positive choice, as between program A and program B, or a negative choice, as in the choice between C and D, can have a huge influence on the decision. With a positive choice between A and B, people become risk averse. They choose the sure thing, program A. With program C and D framed as a negative choice, then people pick the risk averse option, program D, even though it's the same as program B. So this is a very powerful tool for your negotiating kit. And that concludes our look at framing.